10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Broncos, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Melton. He's got his man on the crossing route. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
That was a nice pickup. Some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Drone. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Slot man moves right. They'll try and run for it with Drone. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. They'll set up a throw. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily it takes a lot of hit spot to do something like that because the only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Second down, 8. Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And now running right through him. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. How about that? Their quarterback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, Melton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Melton. Complete. Richardson has it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, he's in the MVP race, no doubt. Last year, Zeke finishing 3rd. Fournette trying to better that.
Love his body control. Love how he's physical yet fluid when he runs his routes. And that's why he finds himself open so often.
Picking up where he left off in that great performance a week ago. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Simmons. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll set up to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The slot man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Melton. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Melton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. He's got him in wide open, complete, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hernandez. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
They run the counter now on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Ohio, here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Slot man moves right. They'll try to go right with Drone. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in base.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on second down. Melton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly. And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes. And he went all the way into the end zone. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simmons. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot and then connected there and picked up a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down following the run.
Here we go now.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. Room to run inside the 40. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throw left side complete. It's Simmons. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back now here on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Melton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watching that body. All right, here we go.
Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Melton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there.
Come on, let's go.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Flex round.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now they'll run it on the toss. Wiggles free, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. For the moment, it's in fact the Titans who have the lead there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out now come the Jets. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Let's go.
To throw again. Melton. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. Melton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So So for the Broncos, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.